I wanna be someone who gets to see a giant woman. All I wanna do is help you turn into a giant woman. All I wanna be someone who gets to see a giant woman. Hey everyone, how is it going? It is Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. It is October 24th. We are 2 months away from Christmas. Let that sink in, folks. And we're here today for a little bit of time together. We'll see how long that will be. Because I might want to head out a little bit later before the sun goes down. We don't get a lot of sun at the moment. It's all rain and autumn mood, and it might be good, you know, to have a little bit of sun hit your face once in a while. But that also depends. I'm having a peek out the window. Also depends on how the weather develops, because weather is a fickle thing lately. We all know that. So, I did change once more one thing, and that is the microphone and how it's positioned, because I wanted to kind of fix the problem that I never really see what I'm typing here. I never really see. Oh, we can actually put that on the other side again. Okay, that was a bad idea. Let me do that in a second. But yeah, I had problems seeing my screen. So what I did is just turn up the sensitivity of the microphone and put it a bit further away. So if that influences how loud my voice is compared to the piano, please let me know. If you have trouble understanding me, of course, let me know. And most of all, that's mostly it, I think. There was one more thing that... right, because I don't know if there's... At least now. Before there was a little bit of reverb, but I don't know if you can hear the room more than before if I speak like that, compared to if I'm a bit closer, you know. Everything becomes a bit more boomy and close and intimate. So yeah, let me know if this is fine, because I think I would feel way better speaking like that. I can see the camera, I can see my whole screen. I had issues with that before. It was always like, you can see me in streams always peeking around the microphone, right? Especially when reading lyrics while singing. But now we're maybe a bit more, you know, flexible. Also, the other two cameras work finally. That took me half an hour this morning, which is why we are late. At least that camera kind of works. It's a bit dark. Yeah, no, it doesn't get better than that. But at least, again, you can see like slightly a little bit, you know, what I'm doing when I'm looping here. And we have this. So I think in general, I'm quite happy. Not happy with this not being straight. There we go. Now it's a bit tilted to the other side. It's not easy being a perfectionist, folks. So yeah, naturally, but the thing is, there's a bit more hanging into the picture now, right? With a microphone like this. We might be able to actually do the other way around, so it's like this, but like upwards. I don't know actually which is better. I can't tell you. I'm not that much of a microphone guy. It's really more deep. Sounds fine. It's just a little deeper. You mean when I'm close? Yeah, I'm a bit deeper. I think naturally. When I'm further away. But we can actually fix that. How about now? It should be a little bit boomier, a little bit deeper. This would be the extreme. I don't know. 1, 2, 3. There's still so much we can fix about this. Yeah, but yeah, again, in general, the main thing is I can finally see the screen again, and you guys hopefully can hear me again. Also, welcome in Poji, welcome in Light, Sherlock, schön, dass du da bist. Und ja, ich sehe den Chat auf dem Screen hier vorne. Allerdings tappe ich immer ziemlich viel hin und her. Das heißt, ja, sobald ich mal Lyrics lese oder so, sehe ich meistens etwas weniger Chat. Alright. It is Friday. We don't really have a Friday song, really. So instead of doing Monday, we'll do another thing. Mic gets put in the less focused area. Fair enough. When it sees your face, it focuses on that. I'm confused by that. You mean when I'm facing the camera? Yeah, I mean, when I'm talking like this, it's probably a bit different than when I'm talking from this. So it will probably be like slightly quieter. But then we don't have a problem with like sounds normally, not as much. Not like. That's the crazy thing. Like if you do like. It's so funny. Sorry for all of those who used headphones just now. Thistle, happy Friday to you. All right, let's improvise a bit to warm up, and then we'll see how we continue. That's true. That's true. And you can see what you are seeing in OBS, because I have OBS open now. Except if I go for like lyrics and such. And that was Nuvole Bianche by Ludovico Einaudi. We didn't play Monday, since it is not Monday, but at least we're gonna start the day a bit on a chill note. And yeah, welcome in again, Marlis. So good to see you. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Have you been finishing your week already, or still got a few hours to go? I always forget if you're ahead or you're ahead of us, right? Dionys, long time no see. Hey, how is it going? You may, you're more than welcome. How have you been? Obviously. Otherwise you would have spent every single minute here, of course. Well, feast your eyes while you can. And hey, X, it does sound like Skyrim. For the work, lurk, Mr. Bala. X, how long ago is your last playthrough? Because I just started a new one. Fun fact, I realized that I never played the expansions. I'm an OG Skyrim gamer. I bought it in 2011, played it for 3 years, and then stopped, because I thought I know everything there is to know about this game. Turns out I was wrong. Right now, but I'll, you know, save your request and play it later. Next says, recently built a new PC, so I think I soon will play it again. Do it. Like, the thing is, I didn't install any mods, right? Only the creation content, blah blah blah, that comes with the anniversary edition, right? And I must say, the first 10 minutes I thought, alright, yeah, this game has aged, right? I mean, the Legendary Edition already looks a bit better, but still, you know, it felt like playing a bit of an older game. I've looked a little bit into like things like Cyberpunk after I got my new PC. I never really actively played it, but you know, enough to get an idea of how games can look today, and Cyberpunk is a very prominent and very crazy, you know, example. But I tell you, for some reason, after playing for like an hour, it just was like click, and all of a sudden I was again running around this game and was like, this still looks so good. There's still so many nice effects. This is such a great place. I was immediately, it was like it's a modern game again. You get used to these things so quickly in case or if the game can draw you in, you know. The graphics are really not really that important, obviously. And it runs so smooth on newer PCs X. You'll like it. And I noticed when running around in Skyrim, there's still one or two pieces that always play that we never really play in this medley, so I want to incorporate them. I just don't know, like as soon as I play them, they are overlapping in my head and I don't remember anymore which one of those were. There was one with a choir in the background. I'm really trying to focus right now and remembering this one. Or is it part of another? Now we need to kind of listen to some Skyrim music. I really wanna incorporate them. Let's head over to YouTube. See what they got for us, right? And the thing is, in most tracks that we've written down for Skyrim, it's always the Dragonborn theme, Secunda, of course, but never really like Far Horizon sometimes, which is like this. We played that, right? We played Secunda, but there's so much more. Which one was from past to present? Ah, there it is. This is one that we don't have in this medley. Let's play this one. Ooh. think this was definitely one of those that we missed so far. Gotta remember. And Jet, thank you so much for the Prime sub in the 3rd month now. It's good to have you on board. And I hope you had a great week so far. Have you started your weekend already? It's just 3 p.m. for you too, right? So, yeah. Hope, if you haven't already, you will. Dun, 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 dun. With Ancient Stones, is this one we do? I think. Oh, this is another one, I think. Oh my god, what? How many? 2, 4, 6. That's the first piece I play with 7 flats. I'm so confused. Alright, this one we have on the song list. Ancient Stones. Alright, got that one. From Past to Present was the one we just played. Folks, keep a few peanuts for Steinway as well. All right, we are, or I found the sheet music to one of the Bard songs, and I think those I mainly take a lot of artistic liberty when playing, so let's see what it actually should sound like. Oh, I think this one we have not played before at all. Alright, what else do we have? That was Around the Fire. Now, what else do we have? A Winter's Tale. This one sounds like one of the Bard songs as well. Let's see. This is such a weird choice. Alright, there was a second part to this at least that I did not play before. But I like it. I like it. Let's file Horizons again. Just quickly going through the offered sheet music. I do find here One Day Fear. Which one is this? I didn't like the arrangement that much, but that is the actual Skyrim theme, by the way, folks. The that is the Elder Scrolls theme, right? That melody appeared throughout the series in different installments, but the that is Dragonborn. Also not the Skyrim theme, by the way. This is the Skyrim theme. Which is quite interesting, I think. Let's see, is there anything else? Ancient Stones, we already got that one. Song of the Dragonborn, we know that one. Far Horizons, we know that one. You know, it's a beautiful piece there. So good. Oh, and this is Dovahkiin. This is, I think, the classic theme. It's in 12/8, just great. Which is, in the end, a 6/4, which is a 3/2. It's so weird. Alright, it's just... as well. Why put that stuff in the left hand? Let's see if I can, with what I remember from the piece and the sheet music, get somewhere. The arrangements here are so weird sometimes on MuseScore. Like, I wonder if this was like created, I don't know, like if the person actually played this on the piano. Because, I don't know, wait. Let me loop it, because it's so weird to play it in two hands. I tell you, it's so weird. Okay, it can be looped, I think, with a 3/4. But in the sake of, you know, being... oh, Jesus Christ, it is raining cats and dogs outside. Wait. Okay. Let's try this again. God damn it. So, first of all, This is the first time I see this written in 12/8, and I have to say, it really makes sense in 12/8. It explains so many weird rhythmic things that I never really got quite with the original, and this makes sense. Welcome in, Carla, by the way. Also, Yanni, so good to see you. Hey, thanks for sneaking in. I hope you're doing well. So yeah, I'll play the right hand now, and mind you, this is just so I can show you guys what is sometimes upsetting me so much, and why you should sometimes be a bit more careful, or a bit careful with what kind of like sheet music you try to find. Because again, like there's also some melody lines. This is way closer to the original than what I play, right? So, but I feel like it doesn't really sound like it's a piece, like you want to hear this on the piano. So yeah, I'll play the right hand now. You guys will see literally, this is what you're supposed to play with two hands. And this is what you get when you think, all right, let's learn the Dragonborn theme from Skyrim. And then you get this. get the idea. And again, I did like that there's, because it is closer to the original, there's some parts that I never really played like that. But like all the dynamics are gone. Like, does it really feel like the original piece in case you know the original piece? No. But maybe we can incorporate some of that in the cover that I do. Now, most of that would be probably like the right, this part, and the so let's see. Lots of Skyrim. Lots of Skyrim that we play today. I kind of went off on my own again. Sorry for that, folks. But we're back now. How's it going? Who's here? I think what I wanted to demonstrate with that, in case you didn't do that already yourself, in case you play the piano, especially if you are teaching yourself. You know, I know that a lot of people are, you know, using apps and such to get the basics, and then they move on to pages like, you know, like Keyscape, I say, like MuseScore, like I guess guitar tabs for tabs, you know, or for chords for songs. Don't take anything there for granted. Like, it is not even that you're doing something wrong in case it doesn't sound good, you know. I feel like it's a good thing to understand the piece a bit better if you have troubles listening yourself and figuring out what's being played in a piece and which parts make the whole basically, right? Because I feel like pieces always puzzled together of different things like dynamics, like which instruments are used, like which melodies are played, etc. And you can, like, the closer you get all those together, the more someone will think, all right, that's that piece, you know. For example, I myself struggle a lot with melodies, right? A lot of times my melodies are just a little bit off, or I'm missing one or two notes, or I'm missing a little something somewhere. But since I get the chords right, I can somehow get along and people still realize it's supposed to be that song, right? But it's not like every single note in a piano cover that I play represents a single note being sung, for example. I think another or a good example for that would be Rolling in the Deep, right? Rolling in the Deep, I don't really play the actual melody in the right hand, I think. I don't know actually if it's correct or not. I just play what I more or less remember, and just the rhythm of the song, this very, very iconic bass line, right? This. That's enough to make people go like, oh, that's supposed to be that song. And then from there on out, make your own, make it your own thing, you know? Do whatever you like. So this was Rolling in the Deep by Adele. What to play next, though? I think on Wednesday I wanted to play some stuff from the Gothic soundtrack, and then by accident it did not. So, shall we? Shall we do that now? Other than that, if you guys have any suggestions on what to play next, if you have something you'd like to hear, please feel free to let me know in chat. I do continue with that thing of not opening the song list lately because somehow it makes me feel a bit more pressured. I guess that's a me thing, but if there's anything you'd like to hear, yeah, put it in chat. And Diondas, I think you did already before, and I just plainly ignored you. So what I'm going to do now is go back and play Ocarina of Time for you, and play Wood and Ash and Thorn. Because, you know, I can't just go like, oh guys, please, please, spam chat with your requests. I'm gonna ignore every single one of them and play something completely different. Ha! Fuck you. Let's start with Ocarina of Time. I think that's the better transition from what we played before, and then let's do Oak and Ash and Thorn after that. Oh, what from Ocarina of Time though? This was the Song of Time. You probably want the title theme, right? Hey, Fake. Thanks for joining in from Toledo. And cheers back from Germany. How are you doing today? Thanks for joining us. This was the title theme to Ocarina of Time, one of the Legend of Zelda games. Arguably, I think the one where most people agree is probably the best. At least that's what you always hear, right? Just like that, says Diondas, my entire childhood comes rushing back. Well, I hope it's good melancholic feelings, you know. A little bit of nostalgia once in a while is fine, right? And Fake Zoos, thank you so much for the follow as well, for the seat reservation. It's good to have you with us. And glad you enjoyed the vibes with us. Can we just do the Storm song, or is it the Time song? We can do both. Why not both? Now we're with the Zelda, I think. There we go. Both the Song of Storms and the Song of Time. Currently looking at the Ship of Harkinian. You can play Ocarina of Time on PC. Nice. There's definitely ways to do that. And Hiski, welcome in chat. Thank you so much. You know what? Let's continue with some stuff from the... we have more Zelda. We still have Zelda's Lullaby. We still have Wind Waker. We still have... oh god, so many things. Great Sea. Well, let's see. Let's start with Zelda's Lullaby, shall we? Not that, not that. Yeah, I think we're sticking with this camera today. Welcome in, Silver. This was indeed the last one we played, a Wind Waker, also from Zelda, Legend of Zelda, but another one. Wind Waker was for the DS, right? I never had a handheld. I never owned a single Zelda game. So you'd have to let me know. GameCube. Oh, okay. Okay, I've always figured it. Wasn't there one for the Nintendo DS where you were also going around with like, or was that Four Kingdoms or something like that? But makes sense because I've seen this game lying around in our living room, and there's also a GameCube, so that makes sense. Twilight Princess? Oh, Twilight Princess came out for the GameCube? I didn't know that either. I always figured that was a Wii exclusive title. But yeah, well, back then it was, you know, it wasn't like now. With the PlayStation, it's just, you know, every few years there's an update, but it still does the same things, right? I think the greatest or the craziest innovation they had, and correct me if I'm wrong, was that the PS3 had a Blu-ray player. And up from there, it was just, it's more, it's better. Before that, you know, consoles had such a distinct look and feel to them. When you had a GameCube and then the Wii came out, you could still, you know, game on the GameCube. So it makes sense that some games would come out for several consoles. Interesting, Silver. Thanks for that. How are you doing, by the way? Bum ba-dum 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 ba-dum. Silver says the only Zelda game I ever finished. Twilight Princess, that is? Or Wind Waker. Okay, Twilight Princess. How is that? It's the only one that tried to have a bit of a more grown-up look to it. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what I see from the outside. I don't know about the gameplay mechanics. I have not played enough Zelda to have any opinion on that. But just from, you know, seeing the posters, seeing some of the gameplay, etc., I feel like, and I remember when Twilight Princess came out, and I read the tests at least, you know, that it just looked a bit more mature. At least as if it tried to look a bit more mature with this whole dark wolf form and all that, you know. So I guess they tried a little bit something different there, and then they figured to just rely on their strength and go back to what they used to do. Hey Dextro, good to see you again. Welcome in. Never finished Twilight Princess either, says Thistle. Was too scared of one of the bosses. Just playing Skyrim again lately and some other games has also taught me that when I was a kid, and I don't know how it is for you guys, I played games very different. You know, every game was like a new journey. And I mean, I never played like 6-7 hours on it at the same time, you know. My parents' generation still thought, you know, that's just a distraction. It's a hobby, you know. You do that maybe an hour a day max, and that's it. Different story, I guess, for younger generations. But there's games when they would come out today. I guess a lot of people would say like, oh, there's not a lot of content. There's only one way to play the game, you know. If the internet and guides had existed back then, not just like printed guides and stuff like that with a few tips and tricks, you know, and maybe a cheat code here and there, if there was like the amount of YouTube videos to games, it would have been so boring, because all the excitement, all the finding out things on your own, all that would be stripped away. There's some jump and run games, all they would be boiled down to would be the gameplay and to press the buttons at the right moment, you know. You could probably finish games like that in like 2 hours. And back then we used to meet up, and I still remember there was a jump and run from Lions King on the SNES. The Super Nintendo Entertainment System. And there was like one level that we could not finish. We were like 9 years old back then, 8, 9, 10, something around that. Still grammar school, elementary school. And we met for weeks, and I'm not exaggerating, we met for weeks just trying to beat that level and take turns on trying to beat it. It was the same 5-minute sequence of a jump and run game, you know? That had enough entertainment factor for like 3 months. Today we would just rage quit, try a guide, and if that doesn't work, just, you know, play something else because there's so much. Oh, Silverhair, you had one of those guidebooks for Wii and was side switched for the GameCube. And only got confused. Oh, I feel that. Only got confused, missed the style of, okay, of the old games, yeah. I think you weren't the only one, otherwise they wouldn't have continued with that, you know, afterwards. Is there more Zelda sheet music that we haven't played yet? Let's see. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh, I found a website with a lot of sheet music for video games. Let's see what we have with Zelda. Legend of Zelda, there we go. Hyrule Warriors. Then there's Legend of Zelda, the original. Legend of Zelda, Link Between Worlds. I think that was the... Oh no, that's 3DS. That was the NES. Where's the one for the SNES? Link to the Past, there we go. Oh my god. Well, I don't know if any of you have played those games, but whew. Hitano Village? Yeah, sure, I can try to find that one. Give me a second. From which game was that? There's a lot of them here. Yeah, Dex, if you could give me the game, or maybe I find it just by randomly going through it, but it doesn't look like it. Oh my god, this page is... There's so much video, music from Zelda. Not on this one. Not in this one. Not in this one. Not in this one. Okay, wait, maybe I could just use, you know... Okay, this one is not on the page. Hitano Village. Oh, Hatano Village. I think. That's the only one I find. Yeah, there we go. Hatano Village Day. It's from Breath of the Wild. Alright. The newer ones. Let's see what we can do with the sheet music. Okay, the most difficult thing is like this thing in between because I don't know the original. It's really weird to side read. Okay, let me just play the right hand real quick to figure out the melody. Very weird piece. I guess it makes more sense when you know it. Okay, it's also in a 4/4 with, let's see how fast this is. 116, still very bad at. That was just the intro. Fuck my life. Now this sounds like the actual melody from the piece. think that's as close as we get. Oops, still had my face in there. Yeah. Yeah, but the sheet music is always that weird. Let's see. Okay, this is a bit better written. I think this one sounded a bit more like one thing because I didn't have to try out so many different versions. So this was Hateno Village. All right, let's go a little bit back to Link Between Worlds, because that's the Link to the Past, which is the only Zelda game I actually did play on the SNES over at a friend's house. Let's see. But this one, God, we played a lot. So I should remember some of those when I hear them. Oh my God, yeah. Just that. That's such a Zelda chord here. Oh, different key now. not something we want to hear for 2 hours. So let's move on again. That was, by the way, the Hyrule Castle. Well, the overworld is kind of a classic. Ba-ba-bum-bum-bum. What the fuck? All of those are in such weird keys. I usually play this just in C major because I'm, you know, trying to make things easy for me. Wait. So weird to transpose half a step up. Wait. Alright, I like it. I learned 2 new things. First, how to play that second part, and then in the beginning is not... And yeah, that first chord, I like. Azaria's music, thank you for joining. Just so, Fairy Fountain's fairly easy, short though. Fairy Fountain is the one I was also looking for, and I don't find that one easy at all. I don't know what you're talking about. This is one of the most annoying things to play from the Zelda soundtrack. Let's find the sheet music. I mean, it depends on the arrangement, of course, but... Maybe I'm thinking of something else. The muse score thing is easier than others. Oh, it looks easy. Fair enough. It looks easier. But like... I mean, you see how far I have to do this, right? I find that way more difficult than all the other things I played so far. Like, this sounds like a lot of notes. But it's just standard chords and a little bit of rhythm. This here? And then please play this louder here, because this is the melody, right? Otherwise it sounds like... This is not what we're playing, right? So... I'm always hitting 2 notes with the one thing. So the right hand alone, and that's just my right hand, right? I think is already more difficult for me to play than the other things we played so far. And that doesn't include the left hand, which has a really weird rhythm. It's like... I don't know. There's a reason why I never play this one. I don't know what version you play, man. Mazaria says, I do the same with the pinky. I guess I tend to have the pinky straight, then curved like the other fingers. Yeah, you have to jump. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, right? I'm just saying this is a piece that needs practice and precise movements, right? Like if I play the Zelda main theme and I play a few wrong notes, right? If I play all the right notes, or if I play some wrong notes, you still, I mean, there's wrong notes in there, but you can still hear what's going on. You can keep up the rhythm. With this one here, if I just try to force my way through, So yeah, no, this is like horrible to listen to me for me myself. Just needs lots of reverb to drown it. All right. Nah. The reverb does it a little bit. I'll give you that. Probably like 78 BPM. Well, but then on 78 BPM, it's not like the original piece, right? It's not. It doesn't sound like it. The original piece is in 155, my dude. So yeah, we can play it slow. No, we can't, obviously. Even then, it doesn't really work. It's just a piece that you have to learn. It's not something you can easily sight read because you have to watch like your right hand all the time for the jumps. And you have to practice how far to jump. And then you have to also keep up the rhythm in the left hand. It can't be too loud. It's a classic moment, or for me, this is a classic example of a piece that sounds a bit easier than it actually is, while other things sound more difficult than they actually are, you know? If someone plays this without breaking a sweat, it sounds like it's very easy for them to do it, right? Even though you have to concentrate so much to make it sound good, play it in the right speed, play it without mistakes, etc., etc. Whereas some other pieces sound like it's so difficult to do, even though you can play it by, you know, with practicing like twice, you know. Think about most famous singers. Most can't sing, they just record with filters and post-production. I wouldn't say so. I think a lot of famous singers can actually sing. That most of them are just overproduced in the end and filters put on it, etc., etc. That's like another thing. That's just because that's just how you record things these days. But I think it's kind of a cliche that modern singers can't sing because there's autotune everywhere and whatnot. Like there's so many singers that I don't really listen to, but where if I hear them sing, I'm like, that's still a good voice. They still had to practice to get there, you know. A very good example is Lady Gaga for me. With that, when I was younger and, you know, around 2008 or so when Paparazzi came out for the first time and Lady Gaga started to be a thing, it wasn't really my music, and you know, there was a lot of like seemingly auto-tuned as well, and it's just pop, you know, cramped out. But then I heard her sing once, which was, I think some Academy Awards where she did a song from Sound of Music. And like, you could hear she was singing herself and it was amazing. Like, she has an incredible voice. She just knows how to make money, because if she would sing just with that, she wouldn't make money these days, you know? So that the industry has a problem with these things, I kind of do agree. That the singers do though, and that's the thing, we shame the singers instead of the labels and the producers and all the machinery behind it making this sound that you criticize, you know, or that people criticize often. And instead, you know, the singers sometimes are not even happy with it themselves. They just know that's what the label says makes money. And then in the end, they get the hate because, oh, they can't really sing, you know, they put so much autotune on there, you know, it's sometimes not even their decision. I don't know. I mean, I respect your opinion on this, 𝙤𝙬𝙬𝙖𝙮, but I don't agree. And same thing, you know, one thing, 𝙤𝙬𝙬𝙖𝙮, to add to that, because I also hear it in the same breath being said as the things you said, is that a lot of people go like, oh, well, you know, something that actually strengthens my opinion on this is that if I go to see that singer live, they sound shitty on stage. There were wrong notes in there. They didn't sound as good. And then, yeah, obviously they didn't, because they sounded like every normal human being. And I would say that, then again, a lot of times is also just us, because of the way you listen to music being overproduced all the time, us putting unrealistic expectations on singers. Like, if, I don't know, if you sing for like hours straight, and then you are touring at the same time, and then it might be cold on stage, and things you don't see happening on stage, you know? And then they ate something wrong, and they're tensing a bit, and that also had, you know, makes them tense their core, and that makes airflow different, and then because of that, 2 or 3 notes don't sound as strong as they used to when they sit in the studio, have perfect conditions, and just record 10 times, and the one time it works, they put that on track, you know? It's the same thing before. You didn't have autotune, but you just recorded like a lot of times, sometimes. You could do that before as well. I think it's less a problem of modern singers and more a problem of modern labels, marketing, and modern listening habits by the users, by the people listening. Because you're so used to not listening live, you're so used to listening on Spotify, listening on shitty speakers, listening on, you know, and then it needs to sound good for that. And of course there's exceptions, right? I'm not saying, there's probably a few singers who go on stage and every time they go on stage, they just sound perfect. Maybe, but it's not like we should expect that, you know? Not even from a Lady Gaga or Katy Perry or Ed Sheeran or whatever, you know? They have bad days too. Milli Vanilli? Weren't even the Backstreet Boys called live with playback this year in Vegas? Could be. I don't know. Haven't heard about that, but could be. I mean, Backstreet Boys, how old are they by now? Of course they can't, you know, do like tours and sing for hours on end like they did like 30 years ago, maybe, or 20 years ago. Everybody gets older, exactly, Silver, exactly. And Asarius also adds, right, there's a video of Tori Kelly learning a Jacob Collier song. It was just crazy to see as she's jumping around the exact runs and such. That sounds very, how do you say, impressive. That sounds very impressive, because Jacob Collier songs are crazy. Was it a video from Tori Kelly I also saw? Like there's, maybe we mean the same video. I know a video, I don't know who the singer was, maybe it was Tori Kelly, working together with Jacob Collier on a song. And he asked her to sing a few parts, and they sit together and he goes like, can you do that part? And she sings it and he's like, no, just a little bit different, more like, and he just adds like 2 random things at one point, and crazy. And she just continues to copy what he does, and then, oh yeah, of course. Because if that's the same video, I saw it as well, and it was also damn impressive. That was like music making on such a high level, you know? Makes me really happy to see these kind of things, you know? 𝙤𝙬𝙬𝙖𝙮 says, I agree with everything you said. I think it just went to the left. I was trying to say that the piano piece seems very hard to play because the original Zelda piece was altered in a way you can't live. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so if we're not going towards singers, sorry if in that case I was ranting about something that you didn't even mean. But yeah, of course, with piano covers, there's also another level, because sometimes you just can't cover something perfectly, you know. I feel like sometimes you shouldn't even. One example for that for me is the music from the Pokemon soundtracks, or generally music from 8-bit soundtracks from the old games. Like if you have like this very specific sinus, you know, synths or oops, that was stupid, or notes that you could produce back then with the controllers you used. There's certain things that kind of sound okay, like intertwining melody lines, for example, kind of work there because everything blurs a bit together. If you play the same exact thing on the piano, I always feel like you have to play it very lifeless, which the original music is, because there was not any dynamics in there to make it sound good. For example, I think this was one. If you go like... This works incredibly well if it's just like random 8-bit stuff, right? If you play it on the piano, me as a classical musician, I immediately hear, wait, I wouldn't play it like that, right? Here it works. Not really. And then... I guess I would here start with like the G note. Maybe, or something like that. I don't even know if that's the exact notes, but like the more I was looking for Pokemon sheet music, and the more I seen people just, you know, using MIDI and then using some software to put down the exact notes being played, it just doesn't work on the piano, in my opinion. And it doesn't really do the piano as an instrument any justice. Which probably is also something, since the piano is so versatile, there's like a certain danger to just play things as you think they should be played, instead of listening to the piano and listening to what works on my instrument instead of the instrument I'm playing on. Let's see. There was... I mean, we still could play some Pokemon. Where was the website I was just on? Because there was a lot of Pokemon music. Here we go. Black and White, never played it. I want to do the old things, the old games. Colosseum, Jesus Christ, Crystal, Diamond, Pearl, also way too new. What is this, 2008? Pokemon Go is not really a Pokemon game, come on. Here we go. Gold and Silver. That's where we at. Let's see. Oh my god. This is already in. It already starts. This already feels like it's not really working. And that's the problem. Like every time I'm going for the Pokemon music, I'm kind of feeling like there is no... I'm not saying there's no good arrangements, right? Because maybe it's just not my style, but a lot of them try to be so much like the originals that it doesn't really work for me, to be honest. Oh, now I got it. And that's what I mean. I mean, you can you know, play the sheet music, which is kind of like... Or you can try to, you know, make it more of a piano thing. And just go like... Right. There's probably better ways to still do this, right? I was just improvising a bit, but yeah, I wonder where that comes from. Or if it's just, if I'm just forcing my style onto that, and it's just a matter of style, that could also be. Hey, Reaper. little bit of Pokemon after talking so much about it. And now, finally, I do that Gothic medley. That I wanted to do on Wednesday already. Welcome in chat, Dana, Mimeo. Thanks for the love, Silver. Carla, thanks for vibing along. Currently we're playing some music by Marvin Kopp, composed for the Enderal, which is a total conversion mod for the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Welcome in, Chris. Alright, we did a little bit more playing again after having a bit of a chat before. Thank you so much, Chris, for joining us again today, and thank you for the 13 months of supporting my work and my stream and being part of this community. Very happy our paths crossed in Harlem. Alright, folks. I kind of want to try the Nocturne again that we played. Was it on Wednesday or last week, Friday? But I feel even more warmed up right now. So let's try. Let's see how this goes. Not happy how that went. Let's see. Let's move a bit back. Do we go all the way? I'm really sorry, folks. I think we're going all the way. Still a beautiful piece. Ay. So this was the Nocturne Opus 48 number 1. Slowly getting better, actually. I think I might play this more often in the future to practice a bit. Also, I think we had a raid coming in. Super Itchy. Thank you so much for joining us. Wurdest mir von Bardehaus empfohlen. Ach, wie schön. Dann vielen Dank fürs Reinraiden und herzlich willkommen hier in meinem Wohnzimmer. Also statt beim Bardezuber gibt es hier Couches, Kanapés und andere Sitzgelegenheiten. Viel Spaß. Switching back to English. Thank you again so much for joining us. Let me check you out real quick because you're also not a name I think I have heard before. There we go. Oh, also just started out, it seems. So let me be follower number 50. Here we go. Folks, please head over there. Show him some love. Help a little bit out on the way. Nice. Some co-working streams as well, it seems. Which is always good, guys. I love those. So please give him a follow. English is the preferred language. I just always say, if you're not, able to speak English, if we got a raid from someone who's from Germany or any other country where I speak the language, I'm still happy, to meet in the middle. So if you have some folks from your community who don't speak English, they are still welcome here. I can read a message in German here and there in chat, and the music in between is languageless anyways. So let's play Rolling in the Deep for you. Funny enough, that's one we played today already, so let's do it again a bit more warmed up. And Koei, where are all these people coming from who haven't been here in a while? It's so good to see you. What have you been up to? Oh man. And Sachikoda, thank you for joining together with Richie. And Badaus has been lurking the whole time anyways. So thank you. I can choose another one. Oh, you're fine. I know it's a lot of songs, so we can also play that one. No worries. love playing this next one as well, so might as well make it 2 Adele songs. Again, thank you so much for the raid. Irischer Drache, vielen Dank für den Follow. Willkommen, willkommen. And thank you, Mom, for gifting another one. This time to Super Richie. Appreciate that. Also, hey Taika, thanks for managing the song list. So those were both Rolling in the Deep and Someone Like You. There we go. My brain is lagging sometimes. Someone Like You by Adele. Thank you again so much, Super Richie, for joining us. And well, I hope we see you around more often, maybe. And I hope I can join, Jesus Christ, I can join your stream as well. Do you have regular streaming times at the moment, since you seem to just start out? Or is it more of a whenever you feel like it, whenever you're working on something anyways, you just go live, you know? And Yanni, you too. Thank you so much for being here today and for listening and lurking. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. All right. I was mute. That hasn't happened in a long time. That hasn't happened in a long time. So, in case you didn't hear, Turka, thank you so much for the 58. Come on. I mean, that was once. That was once. The whole stream, alright? I think we can be happy with that solution. With that, those two times, this one time only. Yeah, happens all the time, folks. Sorry about that. And Dana also still in Twitch, in chat. Jesus Christ! All right, my brain is slowly demanding food, rest, and the weekend, folks. Not the band, the weekend, but you know, the actual 2 days that, for most working folks, are an escape and something to work towards too, right? And yeah, we're gonna play one more and then raid out. I might be live on the weekend actually, so keep an eye out on Saturday and Sunday. I might hop on to a stream at some point and yeah, maybe work on some stuff, maybe play a little bit of piano as well, but those might be actually either some Balatro Go or, you know, co-working streams with me working on some music I have to compose and produce for a commission. Yeah, let's put that all under the hood of variety streams versus music streams. So there might be 1 or 2 variety streams here and there. Other than that, next regular stream, for those of you who don't know our schedule, is planned Monday, Wednesday, and Friday next week, always at 2 p.m. or around 2 p.m. CEST. We'll normally be live for 3 or 4 hours, and occasionally, again, I do go live between that as well. We are rating Robbie, who's one of 2 German pianists on Twitch that I recently discovered, and then I found out they both live in the same flat, which now makes me extremely jealous, because they've got like 4 or 5 acoustic pianos in that house. I don't know how they do it, but it's kind of crazy. I mean, there's at least 2 grand pianos on Robbie's stream, and then you go over to his flatmate, and she got like 1 grand piano and 2 acoustics as well. So they have 3 grand pianos in that. Where do they live? I have no fucking clue. But it's impressive, and they both are amazing human beings. They also play beautifully, so you'll have a great time over there. in case you want to hear more of me over the weekend when I'm not live or I'm not streaming music, there will be there is a Ko-fi. Sorry about that. Next to subbing here, which disables the ads, you can also support me on Ko-fi, which is a platform similar to Patreon, where you can also, you know, commission a piece like the one I'm working on right now, that you'll maybe hear on the weekend. You can, you know, get piano lessons. You can ask me stuff. You can get a little bit of behind the scenes info. I'm really bad with updating those, but here and there's some droplets of info coming through that channel. And if you're thinking about supporting this anyways, here you go. Thank you so much for considering. As you know, or might not know yet, I'm a full-time musician. I do this 5 to 7 days a week. Not only streaming, but also, you know, all the music stuff. And you guys help me to spend the time, or to find the time to also be here on Twitch for you. So thank you so much for that. A huge thank you to everyone who already does this. And those amazing, amazing people are Aphis, Kevinius, Doranica, Doodles, Fishalicious, Frankie, Clara, Lisa, Lord Brazor, Memela, Mograph, Mr. Bale, Mr. Size, Rob, Silver, and Xanab. Thank you so much, guys. You're amazing. You keep this thing alive. Next, of course, to everyone I have to thank for subbing today or on any other day. Or, yeah, of course, my amazing mods, right? Who are basically enslaved. They are sometimes subbed at my channel for being and spend a few 100,000 channel points just for the honor of serving me. I'm so sorry. Turka Stallion Man, Doranica, 𝙛𝙬𝙞𝙬𝙖𝙮, Serene, Rob. If you're hearing this, you know how much I appreciate your help. All kidding aside, one day we'll get there. Trendy MC, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Oh Jesus Christ, Badahouse, 291k channel points. All right, we've got a new mod soon. Und Badahaus, vielen, vielen, vielen Dank auch an dich fürs Zuhören heute. Und wer weiß, vielleicht treffen wir uns bald. Maybe Badahaus and me will meet up on the battlefield at some point. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Time to increase the price? Not yet. How many points is becoming a mod at the moment? I don't even know yet. I don't even know. Yeah, I think the people who have been here for like 5 or 4 years, some people are closing in on 1 million, I guess. Inflation on these couch points or couch potatoes by now is real. I think I renamed them couch potatoes because somebody said that and I was like, no, actually, it's a good idea. Could probably unmod myself with points by now and then remod yourself again with points. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Deonders, thank you for listening today. Appreciate you. Alright, so I wanted to play one last piece before we head out. We are gonna go back to the piano stream now. To this one. I'll move my mic away. Thank you again for listening today. Thanks for being you. Thanks for being here and for deciding to, you know, spend your valuable time with us. I hope you have a great rest of your day and your weekend. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Tschaußen. Schaukelpferd. For a while, crocodile. And so on. Alright, all of me is our last piece. And after that, we're gonna raid out to Robbie. Oh no, you didn't, Yondis. I forgot how to play. I forgot to play it earlier. I'm so sorry. Next stream, promise.